You know, I gotta love that we had a disclaimer in the first episode where we were like, we were going to talk about Force Awakens, so beware the spoilers, and then we didn't talk about Force Awakens one
Well,
bit.
I mean, we did spoil that Kylo Ren kills Han Solo, but we did not spoil that Kylo Ren is Han Solo's son.
Yeah, why else would you kill Han Solo? It
Yeah.
would be tragic then.
Because you hate him?
Who
Yeah, but
hates Han Solo?
There has to be a reason for that, you know? And the only reason to hate someone is if they are family or if they don't fuck you. Are you blown away by my truth bombs right now? P.S. I hate all of you guys.
Oh,
Didn't
no.
send me your dick pics.
Okay, Coda didn't even cut either of them with a lightsaber. He just bashed them with the hilt.
Hey,
That's how
he's
badass he
enough.
is. Exactly. Why
What
the-
I really love is that the dialogue is basically the same as in the other versions, but I think they recorded everything again because
How did
different studio, they didn't have the same files. I have no idea.
Maybe they wanted to keep the quality consistent. Why did they have a camera that is pointed directly at Kota's face somewhere?
Ambiance.
Or they just have perfected zoom technology?
Space cameras.
I love how they just assume that Darth Vader is approaching just because they can detect his ship.
It's his tie.
Whoa,
It's like
this is weird ass
Star
fucking
Killer
time,
is
man.
calling
This-
them, and they're like, who wants to approach the planet? And he's like, I'm Darth Vader. And he's like, oh, okay, it's Darth Vader, that's good.
He just walks out and he goes, see, I'm Vader.
He jumps out, is like, finally free of that fucking armor. I didn't know how good it felt. Should have done this years ago.
I was expecting Lord Vader. The Jedi.
For a second there, I would have loved it if he would just pretend that it was Vader anyway. Like, Lord Vader, we're honored by your presence.
Did you lose weight? Get a new haircut?
Are the Imperial security
Oh, we don't have mind trick yet.
sector. The security codes.
Tarko's going like, this is another Palpatine troll, isn't it? He's fucking with me again.
The inspector will come every Tuesday.
Definitely needs that pistol, because he has 20 guys with pistols around him, and he's like, huh, hopefully he
Yeah,
won't
and-
notice my concealed pistol. Where all of
when
the
you
other
see
guys are
him-
open carrying.
Yeah, and when you see him drive up on the elevator here, he has a staff in his hands.
Whoa,
Are you
got that.
whoa, okay, he needs to keep that in his pants. Thank you very
Yeah.
much.
Are you gonna kill that poor gonk droid?
I don't think so. I've recorded this like 7 months ago, Crow.
What do the normal crystals do? I missed that.
Oh, color crystals are just color.
No, I mean the basic crystal that
Oh.
you did not change to the Lordian one. That must do something, right? Otherwise
no,
both of them could.
no.
So why didn't you change both to the Lordian one?
Because I only have one Lordian.
Ah, you need two actually. Ah, that makes actual sense. You know what would make more sense? Using one fucking lightsaber.
No, but see, with forms 3 and 4, you have to have 2 lightsabers in order to completely capitalize on that. You can't see it, but I'm making the biggest jerk-off motion.
Again with the fucking tongue bridges. And he's like, huh, I should watch him slowly move the bridge over to him. Hopefully
when
he
he's
will
done-
run out of force juice. Oh, he didn't run out of force juice. Time to run.
Yeah. He's got like the funniest little run animation too, especially with that staff.
It's not a walking staff, it's a running staff. And then there is this guy who looks like someone hiding out in a barrel.
Oh, you got the gonk droid, good.
It's
Oh,
Still
yes!
Oh,
There he
what
goes.
did that gonk droid ever do to you?
Everything.
Kill
was
the
there.
droid, much like the ninja cat at the start of Metal Gear Rising. Oh, that guy's gone.
Yeah, fuck your railings.
Yeah, these
Well,
railings
he
are
has
like
railings.
20 centimeters high. They're very safe anyway.
Starkiller is actually working for Palpatine, and Palpatine has demanded that they get rid of all of their OSHA-compliant railings.
I mean, this planet is one where you definitely never want to get drunk. Like stumbling home. Oops, there goes my. There's a big fall for me.
But then again, it's kind of a requirement to get absolutely drunk here, because that's the only way you could deal with living on the planet of the Nemodians.
That's their
Oh
home
god,
planet?
these
I didn't even
fucking
realize.
guys.
Yeah, this is Cato Nemodia.
Oh,
With their
Oh, that
famous
explains a lot,
upside-down
actually.
cities. You didn't know they had famous upside-down cities? Well, what kind of nerd are you?
everything here is based around falling. Mostly their faces are.
I'm trying to remember, like, wasn't Cato Nemodia in the first game too?
No. No, it wasn't.
Oh, okay. Oh,
The fact that I can answer that pretty much immediately, it makes me very sad, because I played the shit out of the first Force Unleashed. You went to,
oh yes, jetpack guys. How are we gonna fuck these guys up?
Hello, we're here to fuck up with shit.
And-
Oh no!
Oh god damn it! We didn't prepare for lightning shit! Oh, there you go!
Oh no! I love how he drops like 30 feet and then he realizes he's falling.
My plan worked!
Sadly, jump troopers in this game just fall straight down.
Like rocks, holy shit!
Yeah, that's not a good idea on a planet made out of pits. For fear of repeating myself.
There he goes!
The poor Wii, it's not powerful enough to handle spiraling out of control physics.
Like that
Even
one
have the
guy in
fucking
the
staff
DLC
on the
that I
statue.
did.
Yeah.
That one guy, he just went all over the place. He went
Yeah,
all over
man.
Endor before he finally exploded.
Oh yeah, like, I love the fact that Rick Deathtrap made that GIF so I could use it in like other LPs now. I think I used it in like the Killzone Liberation one
Nice.
when you get the jetpack.
Nice. I'm glad
Yeah, I
that
love
my
how-
suffering could bring joy to others. This is why I LP games like that.
Really wondering why you need 3 pushes for every fucking door. Or can you upgrade that?
Listen, the doors are bosses, and bosses run off the rule of 3, okay?
Well, that makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
Like Sith. Or not like Sith. Who knows?
That would be rule of
I
2,
love how-
right?
Yeah. Yeah, there was always 2 force pushes required to get through a door, a master and an apprentice, and why is it shooting their own people?
Dramatic slowdown.
Motion detectors.
Oh,
Or
those
something
poor
like that.
stormtroopers don't. They're dead. We're gonna have to go tell their families how they died, and it's very embarrassing. You see, ma'am,
This is how
TK327.
not to deal with the turret defense system.
You see, ma'am, TK327 thought the turret defenses weren't online, but it turns out they actually were, and he was a giant idiot. Anyway, here's his name tag.
His name tag is only the number. Even his family has forgotten what he's actually called.
He has no name.
Well, that is more or less true in
Well, I mean,
Force Awakens.
Yeah. Did you know
Also,
that the stormtrooper that Rey mind controls is voiced by Daniel Craig, and also his code name is JB007.
Yep.
It's pretty great.
I also read that some nerd was getting really annoyed at this. Like, how can they make a joke out of this? It's just, I always knew that Star Wars was only for children, and this confirms it.
Yeah, like, I knew the first part, I didn't know the, his serial number or whatever. That's pretty funny.
I don't know if that is actually fan theory, but
No,
Maybe they
I
adopted
looked
it.
up. I looked up on the on the IMDb because I heard it was Daniel Craig. I'm like,
okay.
wait, really? And then it was like, yeah,
nice.
Daniel Craig plays JB007.
That's
I'm like,
great.
oh, okay.
Because I mean, the guy who says who owned this as traitor, he's not actually called TR8R or whatever. But someone said that this is now the fan name for him because, of course, it's really funny actually.
Yeah.
And definitely for that, someone was getting mad. They actually called him the traitor. That does it. I'm finally done with Star Wars. This is just I can't take this seriously anymore.
But
Oh,
then
anymore.
Ooh.
Yeah, but then to StarWars.com's credit, they actually like acknowledge the fact that the guy has become a meme. So like, they use like his actual Stormtrooper like model name / number, but then they also say like, known online by the popular meme TR8R.
It's great if it makes nerds fume.
So I'm going like, Jesus Christ! Like, thank God they wrenched Star Wars away from Lucas so that they can actually be funny with stuff now.
Yeah. No,
Definitely
but
that.
see, Darth Maul and Darth Talon are friends. They would hug.
You know, Darth Iki would have been really funny though. But probably not in the intended way.
See, progress is that part where there's no ratings.
I love how now like all the Gonk droids are like slowly running away from you, like they know what you've done to their kin, so they're terrified of you now.
Let me back into the foot torture room before I get another chance to have to defend myself against this guy.
Also, I still love the combat roles, the Stormtroopers do.
Still love that you exclusively cut off their arms.
Whoa! Okay, okay,
You gonna
and
toss this guy?
no. You're like, here, let me sort of gently, but not quite, put you back on your feet. Here you go. I'm a good friend.
It's like, you what, mate? Some people just don't know when to stop.
I think I do some actual throwing in one of the last episodes.
Whoa.
I was gonna say between now and the end of the game.
Yeah.
I managed to
I
throw
still
one
don't know how it
stormtrooper.
works, I just know that I do it.
You know, I only did some actual throwing up when watching the big console version of this.
Also, as long as you don't let go of this thing, you can do stupid things with it.
Magic 8 Ball, will I ever get a girlfriend? Huh, ask
Nope.
again later.
Yeah, in comparison to all of the other shit you broke, this shit is the last of your concerns.
Oh, that's the one he put the stereo system upgrade in. So
Ah,
he's really pissed that Star
Damn
Killer
it!
trashed
They
that
had
one.
the 5 CD player and everything.
I would imagine a single one of these bridges is harder to replace. I mean, how the fuck do you even build a bridge here? With a crane from the surface?
Yes?
No, you see, you measure it out, and then you build it, and then you realize, damn it, we made it a foot too long. So you cut a foot off, and then you're like, oh wait, shit, no, it was actually just right, because we just put it in the wrong starting position, now it's a foot too short. And then you get contractors, and they're gonna be like, yeah, this is at least a 700 credit pick cleanup job.
Man, you sound triggered by this. Has that ever happened to one of the bridges you ordered?
Yes, because I, a rich entrepreneur and owner of bridges, have gone through this exact situation.
So wait, considering the trail the lightsabers left behind on the turbo lift, are we to assume that this thing is faster than the speed of light?
Well, you see.
Actually, lightsabers always trail behind, so what do I know? It's probably
Are they
ionizing
actually
the
made
air.
out of light?
I think they're like plasma in force fields or some shit. Like, you can ask me because I'm a nerd who knows all this shit that isn't canon anymore.
Yeah, this force field is very useful in keeping back all of the light plasma inside, as you can see by the trails. These things are like the most unsafe thing. I mean, the trails must be super fucking hot.
Maybe.
I mean, apart from literally being able to cut your hands off within the span of milliseconds, they are even unsafer than that. And these bridges suck.
Yeah.
Sick somersault though.
But speaking of lightsabers, I somehow wish they would make a game where you have a lightsaber with variable length, because that's the thing.
It's like pointing the lightsaber at the other dude and he's like, but I got a blaster, how will you respond to that? And you Indiana Jones him by just pushing on a button and the lightsaber extends all the way over to him.
Yeah. Haven't you read I, Jedi?
What?
Which
No.
one was that?
No, even I have not read I, Jedi.
Why not? Don't you like Corin Mary Sue Horn?
Oh, that one. I was thinking if that was the one, but yeah, I read that one multiple times because I was a kid with great taste. I kind of liked that Corran was the only Jedi who didn't have awesome force powers. He could only use them to redirect energy and all of that, which was creative, but on the other hand, that made him more broken than anybody else because he was immune to blasters.
Yeah.
So swing and a miss, most of the expanded universe. So what are you doing right now?
I'm just gonna stroll behind you. I hope that's fine.
Looking for a way to...
Listen, dude, you gotta...
This is the shittiest game of tug of war ever you're trying to do with this guy. Like, give me your shield, man, come on!
No!
It's also amazing just how much force energy you actually have, because that went on for a while.
Yeah, holding stuff doesn't use that much.
Now that was a shitty.
Wow, that's way
fight.
easier than the PlayStation version.
Yeah, and has way less quick time events, even though you're on the Wii.
And I will get better at those fights later on.
Yeah, that's good advice for me, who does have eyes. Oh my god, this game has
What the
detective vision.
Yeah, Force Sight. So you can have puzzles like this.
Huh.
And how often are these repeated throughout the game?
Too often?
Oh no.
Look,
As in
it was
more
either
than once?
it was either too often or this is the only time.
This is a really, really bad lock system.
The worst thing is that Force Sight still takes Force.
Well, you
And
wouldn't
later on
want...
there are doors with more than 3 locks.
Well, you wouldn't want players to have detective vision on all the time, right?
I like
Why
how
not?
Force Sight makes your ears absolutely shitty.
Well,
Well, I'm
it's
better
one
at seeing,
sense
so
or the
then-
other. You have to decide. You have to
Like if you turn off
specialize.
Force hearing, you just go completely blind.
Yes! It's time for force smell. Oh, I no longer feel my fingers. There go my hands, because I still was carrying a lightsaber.
And then, like, when you use, like, the Jedi mind trick with the Force voice, like, suddenly you can't smell anything anymore.
Which is the only thing that kept him alive during the flight in Darth Vader's fast drive. Has its upsides. I happen to know because I have a terrible sense of smell and also a chemist, which is only good. Did you know that in your second semester of chemistry studies you have to regularly put hydrogen sulfide into things? Which is literally rotten egg smell.
Oh, fun.
We have an extra room for that, because, you know, you have to keep the door shut and recirculate a lot. But that was still the most terrible week of practical exercise I had in my life. You know, even I could smell it. It's the human body is designed to smell that gas, or the gas is designed to be smelled, I don't know, at the tiniest of concentrations. Because, you know, it says this here is rotten. Also, the gas is incredibly fucking toxic. If you stop smelling it, it has killed your nose. You will die soon. That was fun.
Yeah.
Or maybe the opposite, I don't know.
Who knows?
It gave me good stories to tell during this exciting part of the Let's Play.
Yeah.
So what the fuck are you doing right now? You need foresight again?
Oh, you just have to align the
Uh,
numbers or something like that.
Ooh, so this is the holographic number key. This is like the thing I have on my bike to keep it from being stolen, but needlessly fucking complicated and over-designed. Which I guess is kind of a Star Wars MO.
Yeah. But there's all these fucking stormtroopers here.
Nita invoke that they don't
Speaking-
have paper clouds.
Speaking of overly designed and needlessly complicated, how silly was that planet-sized gun that they used in Force Awakens?
Yeah, that's the biggest point of criticism I accept as completely
No,
legitimate
like,
that everyone should
Okay,
have.
okay, listen. The movie was entertaining enough where it kept me distracted for at least a little bit and did not make me immediately go, you know, that giant gun was kind of fucking stupid.
Yes.
So I can kind of forgive the giant gun because it was stupid and silly in a good way.
But at the same time, you've got to remember, like, the Death Star in and of itself is an incredibly stupid thing, and
Yeah,
they
it's-
did it twice.
Yeah, it's incredibly silly and stupid. The fact that they did it twice was just amazing because, like, I'm not the biggest fan of Return of the Jedi because, for one, a third of the movie has nothing to do with the rest of the movie. It's just rescuing Han Solo.
Guys,
And then
can we,
two,
can-
it's like, well, here's the Death Star again. Wah wah.
Yeah, but can we comment for a second on the machine that the winning confetti that was holograms of the Imperial logo?
Yeah, that was amazing.
So good.
So can you unlock the Guybrush Threepwood costume in this game?
No.
Damn it!
Man.
Already worse than the PC version.
And that
Wow, this
cannot
guy is
catch a
really
break.
good at blocking.
Yeah, these guys are annoying.
Yeah,
And
or
he
maybe
still
you should
got cut in
switch up
half.
your tactics from button mashing, aka get good at the game.
Oh, I don't have the instantly kill everyone button yet.
Yeah, the black lightsaber.
Oh no.
Can you see his weak point?
I mean, the Force Fury equivalent in this game is literally I kill you button.
Well,
It's pretty great.
that's nice. I mean, in some EU books it was like, I'm a force user, I could make your heart stop or make the air in your lungs boil right now. It's like, why don't they do this all the fucking time? This would solve a lot of problems, but it's evil.
Why did Starkiller suddenly just turn around and throw his lightsabers in the opposite direction even though he was locked onto the big giant mech?
I have no idea.
Because he's evil. Wait. he always
Like,
does everything
the-
backwards with his lightsabers, in case you haven't noticed yet.
The best part about Return of the Jedi was that when Palpatine was taking 1,000,000 years to electrocute Luke Skywalker to death, all he really could have done was like, you know, I could just like snap your neck, right? It's just
Yeah, but that would not have been nearly as evil.
yeah, exactly. It's just like, you know, I like he's drawing it out because he like just doing it for shits and giggles, and because he's drawing it out, he gets thrown to a goddamn fucking pit.
Yeah, of course, but I mean, you didn't need a circular Death Star. Darksaber proved that. But you're doing it for shits and giggles, because it's awesome
Yeah.
to have not a moon, but the space
Yeah, like-
station instead.
Yeah, like isn't like the Eclipse like Palpatine's personal Super Star Destroyer? Like, doesn't it have like a Death Star-esque super laser? But like it's specifically said that it's not powerful enough to destroy a planet. It's only powerful enough to like just dent it.
Dent a
When-
planet. That sounds
Dent
pretty
a planet.
destructive, though.
When does Palpatine have his own Superstar Destroyer?
In the comics.
In like one of the comics and one of the weird novels, yeah. It's like painted all black, and it's like twice the size of the Executor.
I mean, of course it's all black.
Yeah, but the Executor is already 8 kilometers long. But I know
but
that
It's
at
a
some
Silhouette
point
9 in the Fantasy Flight games. Oh god.
I read all of the EU novels, which I could get my hands on, but at one point in the chronology they started talking about, wasn't it crazy when the resurrected emperor did all of this shit, and I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? And I could never hunt down that book, but it turned out that it was a comic instead.
Yeah,
And I've
because the
never
Star
read
Wars
comics, so-
EU used to be really fucked until until Disney went, you know what? Let's not use that. Which was honestly the best decision they've ever done.
Almost
It
definitely.
never happened.
None of it happened. None of it.
I mean, it's
Except the
basically
parts that maybe
glorified fan
happened.
fiction anyway. If I could get paid for this shit, I would do it in a heartbeat. But I wouldn't claim that this is now canon. Fuck. This guy was just doing his job.
Oh
Why,
God,
why
I
are you
remember-
killing midgets anyway?
I remember there was one time George R.R. Martin was like, I want to write a Doctor Strange story, and they're like, okay, and he's like, alright, one of the stipulations for me writing this story is that it can never be retconned, and then they immediately pulled back because it's like, well,
Comics and not retconning. Sure thing. Like, and
Yeah.
at the end he dies because all men must die or something. And you cannot retcon that.
you know
And then-
nothing, Doctor
Neener,
Strange.
neener.
And then ultimately he didn't write it because George R.R. Martin doesn't write anything anymore.
No.
You mean
He's
why
too
wouldn't
busy.
he get all the
He's
money?
too busy, like, just getting the money from the show. Which, you know, I can't really blame him.
Yeah, no, HBO's going to finish that story for him. He's already realized he's hit the gravy train.
Yeah. He's, like, the show only has 2 more seasons left, and then, like, he's already overseen pretty much every aspect of the show, so, like, the show's pretty much going to follow through with the books and how it's going to end. So I don't know why it bothers trying to start the books now, that the show is going to end way before the books are.
Also, did after all that, like, Starkiller just like, nice whipping of that QuickTime event?
It's good that the lightsaber comes back anyway,
Wii
even though he
motion
really
was
should be
the
controlled.
best.
Yeah, but, yeah,
Should be distracted. So,
how did Starkiller just, as a guy on foot, manage to catch up with that, like tram that is running at, like, full speed?
well, he learned a lot about catching up with things on foot from Darth Vader.
But the more important question is, if a train is traveling 30 kilometers an hour south and the Jedi is traveling 25 kilometers north, how long will it take for the Jedi and the train to collide and cause the Jedi become a bloody mess?